How's it going, Chris? How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Sunday live stream. I promise to start doing these every Sunday now, as much as we can do them. Haven't really decided a name. Probably call it the Become Fearless Sunday live stream, something like that. So today's topic, we will deviate from the topic, is can you drink alcohol to help you to overcome social anxiety? And the reason why I've come up with that title is because one of you asked me that on one of the last live streams, and I thought it was a good question. It's a good topic to talk about. Obviously, we'll deviate from the topic like we always do on the live streams. We never really stay on one topic, and that's what makes these live streams really good. You can ask me questions. I'll be honest today, guys. I had a really good weekend. I almost felt like missing the live stream. Everything's been great. I just feel quite tired, but I thought I'll push myself today. Obviously, because I committed to doing it last week. So I'll aim to do an hour today, and we'll get some questions going. Brian says, to alcohol, the cause and solution to most of life's problems. All right, it's interesting. Cause. I found alcohol gets me over the nerves. Oh, okay, a Homer Simpson quote. Yeah, I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't say it's the solution to life problems. I think that's the opposite. Oh, it's a joke, right? I get it. Homer Simpson. Yeah, I mean, I'll answer the question now, because I am aware that some people won't be live on this stream, but they will watch this stream when it's up on YouTube, right? So to answer the question, I can't remember the gentleman's name. Sorry, you asked me. A few people have asked me, can you use alcohol to successfully overcome social anxiety? And the answer is definitely no. Definitely no. I just make a point of saying as well, I'm not telling anybody, whether they should drink or not. Obviously, I haven't got the right to do that. That's your choice, but I will answer the question. Reason why reason why alcohol won't work for overcoming social anxiety, because if you're using any drug or alcohol or substance to give you a full sense of confidence, then it's not going to last long term. And if you've got to drink alcohol every time you go and speak to someone, that's going to be a lot of alcohol you're drinking. So obviously there's nothing wrong with, people go on a date and they have a couple of drinks or they socialize with friends. But for someone who's got bad social anxiety and they want to overcome it, or they want to get more relaxed around people, more confident, alcohol would probably be the worst solution. Because yes, when you drink alcohol for half an hour, an hour, 2 hours, when you get a few drinks in you, it makes you feel like like you don't care about what people think about you. You lose your inhibitions. It kind of gives you false confidence, but then it wears off. So what are you going to do when it wears off? And there's going to be some situations where you're not going to be able to drink alcohol, right? There's certain social settings where alcohol is not allowed. So it's just not the answer. And I do understand, because it is a hard thing. It's a hard thing to face social anxiety at the start, definitely. And you've got to put a lot of work in. But, as the saying says, no pain, no gain. It's much better to work through the nerves and the anxiety to get long-term results. And I think most people as well, for building relationships, genuine friendships, relationships, alcohol is not really, it's probably not a great way to build relationships. It's just not good. It's not good to drink in order to give you confidence to socialize. Now, obviously, if you're confident, if you build your confidence up without the alcohol or drugs or anything like that, then there's no harm if you want to have some drinks with friends or whatever it is. That's obviously your choice. But coming back to the question again, drinking alcohol isn't going to take away social anxiety. It's just going to it's just going to numb the fear and the anxiety for a short amount of time. And then what's going to happen is the problem with it is with every temporary fix, there's always long-term problems that come with it, consequences. And the consequences are you're going to feel depressed when the alcohol wears off. Your self-esteem is going to feel low. You're going to feel guilt, shame, and it's just not going to. It's just not. There's no point. There's no point doing that. It's not going to work. It's going to actually set you back. So, it's much better. How you doing, Bobby? It's much better to just take your time with the social anxiety. There's no rush, and gradually start. Just gradually start going out and meeting people and talking to people and just getting used to it. Anyone can do it if they really put their mind to it. So yeah. It's the same kind of answer, Chris. I mean, getting nervous on stage when you're performing in front of an audience, with your drumming and your band, that's normal. I mean, everybody gets some performance anxiety, but I mean, drinking alcohol again, it's a losing battle because you're relying again on a drug or on a substance to give you really what you want to be able to do naturally. So with practice, it's just practice. It's practicing talking and communicating whilst feeling nerves and adrenaline. And if you do it often, it gets easier and easier. That's great, man. You quit smoking yesterday. So was that in one day, or has that been a period? Yeah, of course. Soft drinks are better to have. And obviously the thing with alcohol is, if you drink loads of alcohol to socialize, you're not really being yourself, are you? You're under the influence of something is altering your state of consciousness. So how you doing, Michael? So it's just not the way to go about it. Plus, as well, if you're drinking alcohol in order to mask social anxiety, you're going to have hangovers the next day and that, and when you're not going to have that. Drinking is not the way. It will make anxiety and panic attacks 100 times worse, speaking from experience. Yeah, 100%, Michael. Yeah, and as you know, and as I know from experience, drinking too much excessively, especially to cover social anxiety, is going to cause depression. Might even lead on to worse mental health problems. So you're best just to go at it sober, and then that way you're going to build, real confidence and self-esteem, which is going to last. I mean, in regards to talking to women, as opposed to just people in general, most women are not gonna like it if you're getting too drunk in order to speak to them. That's not going to be sustainable, especially if you want to get a long-term relationship as well. If you want to get a meaningful relationship, drinking the alcohol is and again, it's just going to be very expensive. You're going to be spending a lot of money on this alcohol. Can you turn it down, man? Another thing I would say, which is a bit off topic, but the same thing. Now, obviously, this is something I'm going to add. The best thing I found, one of the best things actually, that will help you to overcome social anxiety is fitness, exercise. And to give you a specific exercise, boxing training is probably the best. What's with the breathing, man?
I'm sorry.
Heavy breathing.
Sorry about that.
Cool, man. Yeah, where was I? The exercise, and I'll explain why, because maybe people need an explanation, and I'll get to your questions. When you exercise, you calm your mind down. You know, your mind. The exercise nourishes your mind in a similar way to, a good conversation with a friend or a family member. So I found, obviously, the exercise is your choice. I always say you've got bodybuilding. I've got a friend here. He was breathing heavy, so I just no, it's okay. People have asked, so I just asked him. I asked him if he could stop breathing heavy because it's gonna be strange on the stream, and it's disturbing me. He's probably he's worked hard, so I do that sometimes unconsciously. When I'm thinking, if I'm stressed, I start breathing heavy. Yeah, sorry, what was I saying? So look, the exercise improves your mind, and that's what troubles you when you have social anxiety. It is a mental thing, an emotional thing. So the training will calm you down. It will give you confidence. It will make you feel calm, energetic, happy, relaxed. It will relax your face muscles, your whole body. So when you're around people, you will feel less anxious because you've been in the gym training. And weight training will definitely do that. It will definitely help. Heavy weight training or any intelligent, any general routine that you can get online from any personal trainer who understands how to train. My personal opinion, it's up to you guys. I think boxing's even better. I think boxing gives you more confidence, more relaxation, so you can be calm. Yes, the boxer size has really helped me. 100%, Kenny, and good to see you, mate. So yeah, in Cobra Kai, Johnny Lawrence, yeah, he has a bit of an alcohol problem, doesn't he? Good to see you, Fred Blogs. Is it normal for other people to see your confidence and happiness before you do? Is it normal? Is it necessary? Is it normal? Is it normal? Well, I don't really see it as normal. I'm trying to understand the question. Sorry, let me read that question again. There's a little bit of is it normal for other people to see your confidence and happiness before you do? Is it normal? I don't think it's abnormal. I don't think it's a negative. I think it's a positive. I mean, whether people see it before you do, but if you're asking me, putting me on the spot, there's no really right or wrong answer. But I think it's probably better that you do. I think the first person to, want to notice happiness is yourself, right? You want to notice, actually, I'm happy, I feel good, and I can feel my confidence going up. But I mean, if other people notice it, that's so flattering. That's probably one of the most rewarding things. So that's the best kind of answer I could give at this moment in time. But yeah, usually people that know you, family or people that are close to you, they will notice positive changes in happiness and confidence. I like the question. And it's good that you brought that up because that's really the whole point of today. We're all trying to figure out and how we can be more happier and more social, because they say in boxing that a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, which is true. The happier a boxer is, the better he performs. But I would even use the same analogy that the more happy you are, the easier it is to socialize, the less social anxiety you're going to have. If you're unhappy and depressed, social anxiety is magnified about 100 times. I know that from experience. So I guess the question that we're all asking is, how can we make ourselves happy? And I've answered that in two parts. Is exercise and training, regular exercise and training, socializing with positive, like-minded people, spending time they're the two main things. And then obviously you've got other things like goals and things like that. My birthday was great. It was simple, really simple, but I liked it. So I've had a great weekend. Thanks for asking. Happy birthday. Oh, your birthday's in 4 months. Okay, September, December, right? Okay. How you doing, Cabs? He's cooking chips, all right. 39. Yeah, still young. By the way, just off topic, did anyone see the boxing last night? What do you guys think? That was it was sad to see Holyfield getting hurt like that at his age. Not good. I think most of the boxing world is saddened by that. I didn't really want to comment on it, but I mean, he's 58 years of age fighting someone who's 44. I just didn't think that was fair. I just think that's crazy. He could get really hurt. Holyfield's a legend. He has nothing to prove, but yeah, I didn't really enjoy. I didn't stay up to watch it last night. I just saw the highlights and just sad. Yeah, the David Hay thing. I don't think it was particularly. I don't think it's embarrassing. I think Hayes just doing what he's being a smart businessman, trying to get a Fury fight, but he's not going to get that fight. And you know, we all know. And I like David Hay, so I'm not knocking him. But Tyson Fury would destroy David Hay. He's too big. You know, David Hay's past it now. But he did look good yesterday, David Hay. But that's against his friend, you know, who is not really, who's a novice, who's had 9 fights, and he's an entrepreneur. He's not really a boxer. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the birthday wishes. Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch it as well, Fred Blogs. I didn't feel right about it. But obviously, you can't help to see the news the next day. But I just think that was listen, David Hayes not going to get the Fury fight. Everybody wants Fury. Fury's the Fury's the cash cow. David Hayes trying to get a big payday, but fair play. Listen, I like David Hay. He was good in his prime, but he got beat twice by Tony Bellew. He's got injuries. It would just be a nightmare. I wouldn't even want to see that. That Tyson Fury would obliterate him. When you find yourself in a state of high anxiety at a particular time, how do you relieve it? That's a good question. That's a really good question. And there's no real quick answer I can give you. I think I always just try my best to just deal with it. And sometimes I have to accept that you can't really get rid of it. You just got to allow it to go by itself. But I think through experience, I have learned to make myself as calm as possible when I'm in a state of high anxiety, to answer your question. So sometimes I can do it easy, but of course, I'm human. I have bad days. There's days where it can be very stressful, but yeah, I just try it the best I can. I didn't see that, Adam. I don't know nothing about her, the new young British lady tennis star. What happened with that? Yeah, absolutely. David Hay showed loads of heart. Like I'm a David Hay fan. I'm not knocking David Hay. I wanted him to beat Tony Bellew. I was gutted, but you know, obviously I'm a bigger Tyson Fury fan, and it's just not gonna. Hay, you can't knock Hay. Hay's just calling Fury out. Obviously, try and get the money fight. Fury's not going to take it. He doesn't gain nothing from it. Fury's going to fight Wilder, and he's going to want the Joshua fight. So David Hay is just too far down on the pecking line. But again, that's you never know in boxing. Do you know what? You never know. Anything could happen. Actually, do you know what? I'm saying that Tyson Fury might even just take it to beat him up and get some quick money, because they do have a history of not liking each other. So you never know. Tony Bellew is an all-round good guy and a great role model. Yeah, Tony Bellew said it himself. He's an overachiever. He achieved a lot in boxing he wasn't expected to. What do you guys think? I'm not really a fan of all of these celebrity boxing matches and fighters coming back. You know, when they're almost 60 and past it. I don't enjoy it. I'm not going to watch it anymore, to be honest. I don't. I don't want to see them getting hurt, and it's just I don't enjoy it, to be honest. But some people, if you complete, if you feel completely lost, how do you find your way out of the woods? I don't know, mate. That's a bit of a strange question. She won the US Open. She's very humble for a young one. That sounds great. I haven't seen her. I'll have to have a look. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the crossover either, guys. I just prefer the sports to stick to one another. I don't think it's good, but that's the kind of time we're living in now. It's anything that sells now. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. It was obviously there was business and money, but it was it was really about the best fighting the best. Where today, anyone can really fight anyone if it makes money and if it sells. And okay, metaphor for life. I mean, that's a big question. It's very hard to answer in a single shot in a live stream. That's a process, that's a process. And if you feel lost in life, and that's something that, sometimes you just got to go through that. I'm not going to answer that, man. You keep asking me questions. I'm not going to go into. I'm here to help you guys and answer your questions. I'm not here to talk about, what is my situation with women. All I can tell you that is fantastic. Things are going well. But yeah, we'll keep it as that. Things are going well for me. I'm happy. I agree. I think it's insulting to the sport. I think it devalues it. I'm a big Holyfield fan. My dad as well. I love Evander Holyfield, and I'm actually a fan of Ito Belfort. He was one of the first fighters in UFC that I really liked. I think he's a great fighter. He's actually a good boxer as well. But I just don't like seeing a 58-year-old man get hurt who was in his prime. Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird, man. I mean, this never happened back in the day. Boxers just fought boxers, and it's weird how everything's just I don't know. I just it's crazy, man. What can you say? But someone made a good point though. They said when the big fights happen, I think people are going to appreciate the big fights more because when you see two proper boxers fighting, it's a whole different level to YouTubers or you know, and it doesn't count for me. I'm not going to count that loss Holyfield losing because anyone would lose at 58. It's like there's a point. When they say age is just a number, I agree on that. But when it comes to boxing, age is not just a number. Because if age was just a number, then a 75-year-old, former boxing champion can get in with a 20-year-old. He's probably going to get killed. So I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's safe. And it's okay, two 44-year-olds fighting or 45 or maybe two 50-year-olds. But when you come into 60, I mean, I just think that's just not. It's a really, someone could die. It's crazy. Do I think Wilder will have a much better fight plan? I'm not sure, but I can't see him beating Fury. I think Fury's got his number. Mentally, Fury's beating him. Fury destroyed him in the second. Most people think he beat him in the first. Mate, too many personal questions, man. You're asking me the same thing. I'm not going to answer it, man. I'm here to let's help you guys out and not to talk about my dating and stuff. Like I said, things are going fantastic. How are you guys doing? How's everyone getting on? What did you do over the weekend? Real boxers dedicate, sacrifice their life to training. They dream and cry when they win and lose. Yeah, it's strange. Good, Cabs. Well done, man. You're keeping up your gym and lots of walking. Lovely, nice and simple. The good things in life. Indoor life still mainly for me, working out at home. Fair enough. Yeah, I think you can have a good workout at home, but it's just my opinion. I still think it's better to go to the gym because the problem with working out at home is you're not getting out of the house, especially, post lockdown and COVID. I think it's better because that's the thing. I just want to make a distinction. I used to work out back in the day at home. I did both at home and gym, and I had some really good workouts at home, and you can put some music on and, you got your own privacy. But if you keep working out at home, you're at home all the time. It's not healthy. So going to the gym, you get to get out and be around people. I'm really good, Saeed, mate. I'm really happy. I've had a really nice weekend and last few days. How are you? Fair enough, Bobby. I understand that. That's your choice, mate. Right? That's fine. How do I raise my enthusiasm for the gym when I'm not in the mood? That's a really good question. I can answer that because I've been doing it like 3 times a week. I remind myself of the negative consequences of allowing myself to not be disciplined, and that frightens me because then I know that I'm gonna become lazy. I don't want to be lazy, and I don't want to be allow myself to not be disciplined. And I think about the positive consequences of going gym, which I love. And if I'm being honest, at the moment, it's not really hard for me to motivate myself because I've built a lot of momentum and I'm getting good results. So I have had times in my life, Kenny, where it has been hard to find the enthusiasm, especially, when I went through a breakdown and I was really depressed. I had kind of a good reason. But yeah, I think you've got to find the why. Once you've got the goal, once you've got a reason that drives you, motivates you, um, yeah, that's understandable. I've done quite a few videos lately explaining how to take action and get yourself motivated again. I would say as well, Kenny, when you feel lazy and it's hard to motivate yourself, just take really small steps. Maybe sometimes you got to trick your mind. Just say, you know what, I'm just going to walk to the gym. I might not even work out. I might just come back home. Just go walk to any gym. Get your kit ready. Leave the house. Walk to a gym. And if you decide, you know what, I don't feel like going in the gym, you come home. You've done something. Next week, walk to the gym again. Go in the gym and say, do you know what? I'm just going to go on the treadmill for 10 minutes and then I'm going to go home. You keep doing that, my friend, or anyone, and you will get into it. So I'm going to do a lot more videos about that. That's a really good question. Yeah, and sometimes look, sometimes you got to be gentle on yourself. You got to be kind and not put yourself down. Sometimes we all need a bit of tough love. We need to push ourselves and say, "Look, man, I've got to get my ass in check. I've got to get out to the gym because, I'm not going to, it's going to affect me." But for me, guys, and I hope for all of you, I don't see the gym as a chore anymore. I see it for me as a pleasure. For me, it's like it's a gift. I love going. It's like probably the most happiest thing in my life at the moment, other than spending time with my family. So I think, Kenny, once you find a routine that you enjoy, it doesn't matter what others think, and you enjoy it, you won't have problems with motivation. Yeah, I want to make a video on that as well, Kenny, because we all do that. We're all guilty of that at times, and I work on that. If you're too hard on yourself, it can literally beat every bit of motivation out of you. There's a bit of a contradiction because people online and teachers will say, well, you got to be hard on yourself, you got to be. But sometimes that doesn't work for people. It doesn't work for everyone to be hard on themselves. That can break some people down and give them depression, make them feel awful about themselves. So sometimes you've got to be gentle and very, I know it sounds a little bit not cheesy, but you've got to be caring and loving towards yourself. And that can work really well. 100% consistency over time. Do you combine boxing, fitness gym, or do you use two gyms? Yes, I do that. That's a good question. Maybe you've heard me say that before. It's not really a secret anymore because now I'm telling everyone, but that's one of my secrets to. I look at it as boosting up my progress, where I will incorporate weight training on top of my boxing training, or the other way around. Sometimes I might do quite a lot of months of weight training and bodybuilding, and then I will cut that down and then do more time in the boxing gym. And I also went through a stage of doing, kind of before lockdown and a little bit after, a couple of years of swimming. So I just keep trying things until I find something that works for me. I think fitness in many regards is like life and dating. You've got to try different things until you find something that works for you. And it's like a relationship. If you want a relationship, most of us you're not going to find the right person straight away. You might have to go on several dates and you meet someone, you like them, or they don't like you, you're not right for each other. And so it takes time to find that relationship. And it's the same with the gym. It takes time to find the right routine that you like. Do I spar with anybody? I haven't sparred in how many years now? I haven't sparred in about 10 years. Can you believe that? So 10 years ago, I used to spar, 3 times a week when I boxed as an amateur. But I might start doing some body sparring because I don't really want to get into tear-ups anymore at my age and, get black eyes and get punched in the head and, swollen jaws. I'm not really motivated to do that. I've been going gym religiously for 3 years. I'm so happy to hear that. It helped me to drop antidepressants. Mate, there's nothing better I love than hearing it. These are some of the best comments that I love reading. It makes my day. Well done to you, man. My opinion on living with your parents at 25. It depends. If you enjoy it, then there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with living with parents at 25, but it depends your situation. If you feel that you want to move out and your parents are encouraging you and you want to find your own independence, then that's something that you want to think about doing. There really isn't a right or a wrong answer, in my opinion. Chris says, decided that salsa is not for me as I don't seem to be meeting the right women. Yeah, that's good, Chris. Sometimes you got to make a decision that it's not the right thing and try something else. I don't do it anymore, Kenny. Obviously, I've done it before. I'm human, but I don't really do that anymore. I'm kind of in a good place. I don't really compare myself to other people because I know as soon as you do that, you're going to lose. There's always someone better than you, bigger than you, smarter than you, richer than you. But if you compare yourself to you, who you are yesterday, who you can be the next day. No one can. That's the winning formula. But take some discipline. It takes some training, and it takes some confidence building. But you can definitely do it. Some tips on how to have less negative self-talk in your head. I honestly think one of the best tips I can give on that is quality time with family, quality time with friends, quality time with yourself, quality time with, if you have a partner, your girlfriend or person you're dating, or if you're, whoever you're in a relationship with. The more quality social time you have, conversations like what we're having, exercising, mostly positive habits that challenge you a little bit, will reduce negative self-talk. But it takes time. Like we've spoken before about this. It's a habit, It's stubborn at the start. The negativity is really strong, but as you start doing the positive habits, look, negative self-talk can build a lot of negative momentum. People get depressed and thinking negative every day. So you got to build the positive self-talk by the habits daily. Chris, you just need to be willing to try new things, my friend, and keep believing in yourself and keep building confidence, and you will meet the right woman at some point. Don't give up on it. And try and be easygoing on yourself, but keep making the positive changes. You're welcome, Kenny. And they're good questions that you're asking. They're the right. These are the questions that are actually going to help you out. We all start with questions. It's kind of interesting. Questions about ourselves, about our situation, how we can improve it. And I think the day you stop asking questions, it's the day you stop living and improving. So, some good questions, guys. Chris, look, man, I'm trying to be patient with you, man. And I've told you like 100 times. I'm gonna tell you the last time, Chris, right? Because I really want to help you, and I think a lot of you, I like all you guys are great guys. I don't really recommend nightclubs to meet women if you're looking for a relationship, but try it. Do what you think's best. But if you don't try it, then you're not going to know. Try it. Why don't you try speed dating? I got a friend who went and did that the other week, and he enjoyed it. Where you can go to an actual event, and it's similar to a bar, right? So go online, go on meetup.com, or find a group near you and join a speed dating event where you can meet women in real life. That's not a bad thing. It's you're blessed to have a mother that loves you very much and is protective over you. So be grateful to have such a good mum, because it's hard for me to say this, but not everybody has that. I'm lucky that I had that as well, so be thankful. But at the same time, you're 25, right? I think you said so. You still got time. You still got time to find your own way and your independence and stuff. Yeah, guys, if any of you can give Chris some advice as well, not just me, that would be great. On what other approaches can Chris try to meet a woman? He's tried salsa. I would just say try different ones. You know what, Saeed? As much as I want to give you advice, I'm not really going to comment on that. It's a bit tricky because I don't really want to get in the way, of your good relationship with your mum. So that's probably something that you're going to have to talk to your mother about at some point, if that's something you want to do. And I think that will figure itself out as you get older. But that's quite natural with loving, protective mothers. And my mum was like that when I was younger, but as I got older, she kind of let me kind of, grow and do things on my own. Yeah, you're very welcome, man. You're really welcome. Another great bit of advice today, right? This is going to help a lot of you, and it helps me. Just put a little bit of effort in each day towards your goals, whatever they are. Even if it's just a small little bit of effort. Chris, for everyone, myself included. Chris, Kenny, Calb, Saeed, Fred Blogs, for all of us. Try this mindset. A little bit of effort each day. And a little bit of effort on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a lot of effort when you add up 7 days. So a lot of people try and do everything in one day, and it's overwhelming and they don't do anything. So take this on board. And this is something that I'm learning at the moment from training boxing and seeing how I've been improving with fitness and losing weight and enjoying it. I just started off slowly. I listened to the trainers, what they tell me, and they always used to tell me, just practice one thing, Johnny, just work on the jab. Simple. Don't try and be flash. Don't try and impress. Don't try and do everything. Just do that, work on that, or work on keeping your hands up when you throw. And then after a while, you learn it, and then you learn the next bit. And then before you know it, you've learned a skill. I think you said you tried, Chris, but have you tried other online dating sites? Because I'd probably say, probably now, this time that where we are now, right? Probably online dating is probably the easiest way to meet a woman. I think that would work for you, Chris. I think that would be better. Try different online dating sites. Maybe some of the guys in here can recommend them. I don't really have much experience online dating myself, but it works for a lot of people. So try the other ones. Try Match.com, Chris. Try Bumble. Just give them a try. Give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. I'm in a good place at the moment. I can definitely tell that on every stream. With myself, old thoughts important to remind me of how far I've come. Excellent, man. You answered your own question. I'm not going to add nothing to it. It's brilliant. So when you're in a good place and you get the old negative thoughts, I get it. We all get it. If people are honest, that can sometimes make you feel more happy because it reminds you of how far you've come and how much happier you are now. So, I mean, you just said some really great wisdom there. Fair enough. Well, look, if you enjoy salsa, Chris, then do it. Like, do whatever you enjoy. And maybe if you get back into the salsa and you start enjoying it, you might just naturally meet a woman without even trying. Sometimes you have to stop trying to meet women in order for you to meet a woman. And I know that can sound a little bit confusing, but the real old school, like our parents will probably give us this advice, and there's a lot of truth in it. And what it's really saying is, if you're too desperate to meet women or to get a relationship, you're going to push it away. The desperation, the neediness, it's not attractive. And it's putting a lot of pressure on you. It's wearing you down. It can even cause you mental health problems. So find something that you enjoy, do that, get yourself happy, and a great woman will come along. And that is a fact. And you guys have done great as well, because all of you have consistently come on these live streams. You've shown that you can be committed. So if you can commit to coming onto my live streams every week for an hour, 2 hours, you can commit that same time in your dating and relationship life or your fitness So you guys have shown that you have got discipline. You've all done it. So well done. Because not everybody can. Some people won't come on the streams. They might come once and then they won't be bothered. It's fine. Well, if I'm being honest, guys, I got to say this. I got to speak my mind. It's probably the best time now to start dating because we're out of lockdown. If you're living in England, the UK, and you're not unfortunate to be in Australia or certain parts of America, there's no really lockdown now. You can go clubs, you can go date, you can do online dating, or you can speak to them in real life. So you've got to take some responsibility as well, and it will happen. I am going to start doing some videos on dating and things like that. Yeah, that's a good way, Chris. I mean, a lot of women, a lot of men. Sorry, mate. Can you just a bit more quiet? Sorry, it's just making a lot of noise. Cheers, man. Yeah, I took some of the old videos down. I took them down. Yeah, that's good, Chris. Listen, that can definitely look. I've been in Tesco's many times, and I've seen women and guys getting. I've had women talk to me in Tesco's. I've got into conversations, so that's actually good. A lot of the older generation, you would actually say a good place to meet women, and it's even in magazines and blogs or supermarkets. 100%. Results will always come with commitment, and you're right. A lot of the reasons why people don't get results is because they're not committed enough. So, as you said, it's true. Commitment equals results. Nah. I would also say go try events, Chris, as well. There's lots of different events that you can do. I think they're good places to meet women. Go to groups, where there's men and women or dating. Try speed dating. So let me check in my. Yeah, give it a try. It's well, you know what you're on, right? I see where you're coming from, and I used to be the same, but it didn't work for you. But it could work for Chris. Obviously, he's in a different situation, so it doesn't work for everyone, but it doesn't mean it can't work for some. Because I had a friend who did it recently, and it was pretty good. And I did try it years ago, just for a bit of fun, and and it was pretty good. It's not the only way, but I understand where you're coming from. You're on anyway. You're on. How you doing, man? It's been a long time. 100%, 100%. Yeah, I mean, with anything in life, you've got to make a commitment to stop the excuses. That's a good point. Good, man. Good to see you, Ron. I'm very good to see you. It feels like 20 years or maybe 10. How are you, man? What have you been up to? And when I ask you that or ask people, you don't have to say everything if you don't feel comfortable, because that's the thing with these streams. They are limited. Sometimes when people ask me things on the stream, I don't always there's certain things I don't feel comfortable to answer, so I just, will tell people, I'm not going to answer that. So I'm the same. If people tell me, I don't want to answer that, I understand. Well, my experience of speed dating was good because I only did it once or twice, but it was good. Oh, I was hoping to hear that. I was going to ask you. That's brilliant, man. I'm in an awesome relationship, still the same woman. We're doing awesome. Mate, I'm so happy for you, man. You deserve it. I think that will encourage others, you know what I mean? So, guys, I know it's hard, but for those of you that have struggling to get a relationship at the moment, look, there's people in this group that have done it. Take inspiration, your time will come. There's someone out there for everyone. There's lots of great women to meet. I've been watching you since 2015. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate everyone who watches, and I really appreciate people that have been watching me since 2015, even some back to 2012. Yeah, it makes me feel old, but I'm okay with getting older because I still look good. Nothing to hide. Yeah, appreciate it. Now, what it is, I'll tell you what it is, you're on, right? It's strange for me sometimes when I'm talking to someone on a live stream who I've got a friendship with in real life. It can be a bit strange, but it's not strange if I'm talking to someone online that I haven't met, if that makes sense. It's just a different dynamic. Maybe for you it's not, and that's good. I'm not uncomfortable about it. I'm just a bit respectful because I'm talking to someone that I know, I value, I care about, and we're on a machine and I'm asking questions publicly. So another video I'm going to do, guys, about social skills as I'm getting older, and it's a good thing. You're just sometimes being aware of other people's feelings, especially when you're talking publicly in front of everyone on the internet. So that's why maybe it's a bit of a cliche, because people will say, you'll find the woman at the right time, but the right time could be when you don't expect it. So keep believing in yourself, Chris. I would say get yourself back into your dancing, your fitness. This builds a positive momentum. It draws women into your life. Yeah, man, appreciate it. Yeah, obviously you're on. If we was in person, you know me, I'm very open. There wouldn't be much holding back, but I am online. There are other people, and I try and be, respectful to everyone and set an example. 100%, 100%. Best way to go, in my opinion, with everyone, especially women. Honesty, genuine, respectful. You can't go wrong with that advice. Anyone who says otherwise, I disagree with them. Strongly disagree. We got it doesn't matter to me at all. As I said before, we got a smaller group today, but it's a lot of you have said it's better sometimes when there's a smaller group because it's more intimate and we get to more questions going. We did have a bigger one last time. We had about 30 something people, but that's fine. The main thing is we're showing up, committing, and it makes a difference. Chris, I can't tell you obviously what to do, but you're asking me, so I'm going to recommend you. Why don't you get back to your salsa, right? Get back into that. It's such a positive thing. Get back into your drumming, your music, unless you're doing that already. That's two positive things. And then work on, going to online dating and speed dating events or talking to women, when you're in supermarkets or wherever you can. I don't think you could go wrong with that advice if you took that. But it comes down to your choice. Man, I tell you what, the time just goes so quick on these things, man. Live stream time is like it's on its own time. I don't know, the time goes so quick. I'm probably going to do another live stream tomorrow evening actually, because this might be a short one today. to keep going. I think I want to do one. We'll do one on fitness and dating. That seems to be what a lot of people are interested in at the moment. Any last couple of questions? Because we're coming to the end. We've got about 5 minutes, and when I do one on Monday, I think I'm going to do one tomorrow in the evening. We'll do a longer one. Probably get a lot more on. I made a list of 10 positive attributes I required the woman to have. That's brilliant. Stick to that. Good advice there. Take your Ron's advice there, guys. You're giving you some good advice. Always take advice from someone who has succeeded where you want to succeed, or who has more experience than you, or who can help you. That's being smart. Mate, my birthday was so simple, but I enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed my birthday the next day, so brilliant, man. I couldn't have asked for a better birthday. You're welcome, man. We'll always appreciate your company, Bobby, coming on. You're positive, and sometimes just coming on, even if you ain't got any questions, it just brings, you know what I mean? You just contribute your personality to the group. Guys, just like with these live streams, right? I have no pressure with these. We're just one step at a time, and they're helping. They're small at the moment, but it's great. We have 10 on, and this is kind of me demonstrating what I'm encouraging all of you to do in your life. Just do a little bit each day, like just an hour of something positive. Do an hour of fitness, an hour of dating, an hour of socializing, and watch how you start changing over a few weeks. And that's what I do like about these groups. Like today, we got Euron, we got Fred Blogs, giving that positive energy, because you guys are doing really well when you're dating, and I'm so happy for both of you. And we've got some other people in the group that are doing well in the fitness, so everyone can help each other, right? None of us are perfect. Everyone's improving, and it really helps me doing these live streams for you guys. It kind of helps me to it helps me to feel good about myself. It's the social practice. It's great. Right, 2 more minutes. We can get last couple of questions in, or if anyone wants to add any last words for anyone. And we're gonna continue. There's gonna be a part 2 of this live stream, I think tomorrow evening. Hopefully, I'm doing my best. Definitely another one this week, because I just feel this is to be continued, if that makes sense. I've got some ideas I'm going to try, right? They might work really well, or they might fail, and I'm fine with both. I might start doing, like, maybe we set some exercises to do for everyone in their own life, and then when we come on the next stream, I can ask everyone, did you do it? And that might help people, a bit of accountability. We've kind of been doing that, but I might add a little bit more structure to it. Yeah, keep with the music, Chris. I mean, you're a musician. You know, a lot of women like that. Yeah, I thought that sounds good as well, Calbs. Sometimes people need a bit of everyone needs a bit of accountability and support. Yeah, the good energy is infectious as well, definitely. Right, it's that time. So I appreciate everyone coming on today as well, and I'm really pleased that like the same people are coming on. Yeah, you're sticking to it, which is really great, and we get new people coming on as well. And you know what I like about these streams is exactly like life in the gym. sometimes we do these and there's a lot of people on and we have more questions and intensity. Today we've had more of a relaxed one. It's been more easygoing, maybe not as challenging, and that's totally fine. I haven't really got any specific bands that I'm into, Chris. I love music, all types of music. My taste in music is just all over the place. Anything good, I'll really listen to. Right, cause. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, we're going to end it. And I think we're going to do another one tomorrow evening. I'm going to have a bit more energy. I'm a little bit tired from all the great gym, and I've been doing a lot of socializing, which has been great. So that's it. 100%, man. And we're all doing accountability because we've been showing up to these live streams regularly. So we are actually practicing it. All right, gentlemen, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Keep going. Keep believing yourself. And just try and take the little bits of positive things you can from everyone in this group. And I'm sure you've learned something today. Just before we go, if you can, what's the one thing that you guys learned today, even if it was simple? Maybe you learned it from yourself. You might not have learned it from me or someone else. Let us know in the chat room what you learned. What I learned today, I learned showing up, even when you don't always feel like it. Because I always love doing these, and I wanted to do it today, but I'm with a friend. We're spending some good time, and I'm a bit tired, but I still showed up today. I didn't want to let people down. So I learned the importance of showing up, whether you feel like it or whether you don't. And I still enjoyed it. I still take something positive from it. So that was what I learned today. Let's see if we get any more. No? Okay. All right, guys, great. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. And we'll continue. We'll continue with these streams. All right. Pleasure. Good night, guys.